Welcome to another Bing Pick. This month we're going to outline a broadhead that we've been using over the last year and a half, and it's the Grim Reaper broadheads. And Grim Reaper makes several different types of broadheads. They do have like a fixed broadhead, but their most popular is their expandable. And we've sold a bunch of the expandables, and we use them personally and have had great success with them. I personally shoot the 2-inch whitetail specials in my compound bow, and shot a hog with it last year, and he fell within sight. My father shot a deer and a hog last year with his crossbow with the same broadhead, and that's what I'm holding here. The crossbow ones are 1.5 inch cut. They're rated for crossbows up to 400 feet per second, and he within sight, hog and the deer both dropped. So we've had good success with them, and all the people I've pushed them to other people have had good success with them too. But the two main broadhead types they offer, now they did offer different sizes, like the 1.5 inch cut that they have for crossbows. They have a 2-inch cut. But the big difference on them that they have is the tip. And the one tip that they have, and you can see here, this is what they call their razor cut tip. And that razor cut tip, if you look at it very closely, it's what you call a cutting tip. And so it's going to cut the animal as soon as it hits. And then the other type that they have is a trocar tip, and they call it the razor tip. And this is the one that you see a lot on their website. If you look at it closely on their website, they'll have some video demonstrations of these broadheads going through a steel drum, and that's the razor tip. But just kind of to demonstrate a little bit about these broadheads, is this is the razor tip version here. And the cool thing about the Grim Reapers is they have a compression spring and a compression cup. And what I have here is just a tiny little insert from an arrow, and I've just screwed it on here kind of just to hold the broadhead in place. But the cool thing about Grim Reapers, as I was saying before, is there is no rubber bands or anything like that to hold them down. What it is, what keeps these blades in place is that compression spring. And so when it hits the animal, these blades are going to hit the hide and just open just like that. And they're going to just do all kinds of damage. And if you listen very carefully, you can hear them click shut. And that's that spring pulling them shut, and that's what keeps tension on these. Now there are different springs that are in the compound bow version and the crossbow versions. The crossbow version has a tighter spring, and that's how they rate it up to 400 feet per second. But this is like I said, this is the tip that we've used a lot. Just as a demonstration, I've got this maple root. My father was hunting the other day and shot at a groundhog and missed him. And this was a root that was in the ground, and it's a maple root. And you can kind of see the thickness of this. And we had to chop the root up to get the bolt out. But you can see here the side of it and how much penetration he got. And this was at up to 20 yards away when this bolt hit this root. And you can see the tip is still in perfect condition where it went through. You can see the cutting edges where when it hit, it opened and just cut right through. Now we haven't tried to remove it yet, but I knew I was doing this video, and we kind of wanted to just kind of bring it out and kind of show what kind of penetration you can get. Now if it's doing this type of damage to a maple root, you can only imagine what it would do to the insides of an animal. Like I said, we've used them on hogs and deers with great success. In the fall, we plan to go on a bear hunt. We're going to use them there as well. But this is the Grim Reaper broadheads. We sell the whole lineup of Grim Reapers. Those are the crossbow heads. They're 1.5 inch. I use the whitetail specials, which are 2-inch. They have a version that's 1.75 inch, and then you have the choice of the different tips. So this is the Grim Reaper broadhead. If you have any questions about this or any other broadhead, you can call us at 336-564-2400, or you can text us at that number as well, or you can send us an email at eric@beanoutdoors.com, and we'll be glad to answer any questions or get you any broadheads. And these run about $40 a 3-pack, and each pack, which I didn't say before, comes with 3 broadheads ready to use, and it also comes with a practice tip as well, so you can practice to make sure you're getting good flight between your field points and your broadheads without actually using your broadheads, so then you don't have to worry about dulling it. But thanks for watching.